Welcome to Keys and Horns. How does Van Morrison's Moondance sit with you? The fun song, the danceable song, overplayed song, or just a great classic? I was 8 years old when the album first came out, and to be honest, I was listening to Judy Collins and I guess Blood, Sweat, and Tears, the Beatles, studio albums, that kind of thing, based on what my parents listened to or what was on the radio. And then when I was 15, in 1977, it was released as a single by Warner Brothers, Moondance, the song. And honestly, I didn't notice it then because I was listening to the Bee Gees, Boz Scaggs, Elton John, the Eagles. And I picked it up later in the 90s. I'll share with a little bit about that later. But if you stick with me on this video, I'm on video number 3 of my journey with my brand channel and my attempt to record and produce from home. This is new with me. So if there's anything in this song or anything in this that relates with you, come along with me for a few minutes here and hopefully we'll share some interests. As I mentioned about the origins earlier, I hadn't noticed this song when it first came out when I was a kid. I noticed it in the 1990s. When I was living in Washington State, it sure got a lot of playtime on smooth jazz channels, things like that. And it just had a big resurgence. So, but boy, this song has really lived well, hasn't it? It's number 60 something in the Billboard Top 500 albums of all time. I did very little to arrange this version. I want to also tip my hat to Van Morrison, the original, because he composed this on the saxophone originally, and when they did it in the studio, it was done without any written music. It was done more or less improvised on the spot, you could say, or at least crafted as an arrangement on the spot. And so I think, and I'm pretty sure the lyrics came later in a completely different experience. Ah, yes, the Moondance groove. I'm doing it in C minor because it matches my voice. And all the leaves on the trees, they are falling to the sound of the breezes that blow. You know, it's usually in A minor, the original key. I rendered my instrumental version for this to match my voice because I'm used to it. But I'm on this path of recording and producing for my brand channel just to see what I can do. I'm used to live performance and leading groups and that kind of thing. So you can see a little of it here. I'm learning to record live horns and doing some vocals through the recording booth at home, and then also the digital MIDI input for the rhythm section parts. You can tell when you listen to my cover version that I'm new at this. It's definitely a work in progress. This, for example. And I'd like to dedicate this cover version, a new thing I'm trying to do on my brand channel, this time to J and B, two close musical friends of the past, powerfully gifted performers that I haven't worked with in a very long time, but one who lost her husband and the other one who even more recently has lost a mother. So to J and B, I dedicate this hopefully cheerful uplift, and I hope the rest of you that decide to listen to my cover version get a lift from this instrumental track of Moondance. If you've stuck with me this far, I mentioned I would share about my journey and that is simply that I am trying to learn to produce MIDI sounds and analog sounds at the same time. I'm working with GarageBand and with iMovie, hoping to graduate to Logic Pro and Final Cut Pro eventually when the time is right. So I'm looking for others that are in this journey too, others that have done it before me or can make suggestions. I don't know how much time I'm going to commit to home producing. I have an opportunity to do it, and for my YouTube brand, I have a need to do it. So I'm experimenting as I look to build some playlists on my channel. So looking for friends, looking for possible colleagues who have made this kind of transition from live performing as well, or who are just somewhere on the journey who are interested in connecting over this to see your comments on my full version of Moondance coming up here on the credits, one side or the other. And remember to keep the music alive. Your best may still be ahead of you.